Hey YouTube, this here is a Dolphin Active 30 robotic pool cleaner, and this is what I use to clean our swimming pool. Today I'm going to show you how we take the filter out and how we clean it out and get it ready for the next use. So let's get to it. So the pool cleaner comes with this little robot, a length of cord, and a control panel right here. The filter for it is in this little hatch right here. And if you look down in there, you'll see all the grime from a few times worth of cleaning. We're going to take this filter out and we're going to clean it out. All you do is you grab this little handle here and you lift out and the filter comes out. You could just take a hose and wash that out, but it don't get as clean as you want it to. So we're going to take each filter panel off and just clean it out. I'll show you how you take each panel off. If you look inside of this thing, you'll see some leaves, some undissolved salts. This filter bucket here has 4 panels, one on each side, right? And each panel is numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. And each panel could come off, so we could go ahead and wash this thing out, each panel one at a time. Although not necessary, sometimes a little flat screwdriver helps a little bit. We're going to start with the number 1 panel, and you just pry it out and pull it out. Then we go on to number 2, same thing, just pry it out, pull it out, and you can see some of these really nasty. And then number 3 and number 4 usually just pop out real easily. Number 3. And number 4. We're just going to take our regular garden hose and just start washing this off. I want to try to get as much of the dirt and old leaves and all that off of it as possible. Remember to wash the underside too. And wash each filter piece off as well. And this is really just a nylon strainer, right? Really fine nylon strainer. And you'll see it gets relatively clean. I'll show you a new one at the end of the video too, so you see just how it looks. We're gonna do that with all 4 pieces, the other 3 as well. Alright, so I hosed out all these filter pieces, and you could see they're much cleaner than before, but because they're kind of old, they got some grime built up in them. You could try to scrub it out a little bit with your finger, but it kind of gets stuck inside the nylon filter. This is a really fine mesh nylon filter. This is okay for now. If you could get more of it out, that's great. But I'll show you what it looks like compared to a new one. So this one here is a new pleated filter compared to this one, which is just the flat nylon. This one gives you a little bit more surface area, so you get a little bit more flow. Well, you probably get a lot more flow through this one and a lot more filtration through this one. The problem with this one is when it comes time to clean it, they're all meant to be cleanable, and sometimes getting some of the dirt out of the pleats becomes a little bit difficult. So for the meantime, I'm going to continue using these. These are the ones that came in it. They clean up pretty easily. You could see in the background all the dirt that came out of this. I'm going to show you how you put this back together now. Putting this back together is the opposite of taking it out. So you want to start with the one that says number 4 on it and work your way back. And you could see somewhere on this it should be written the number of it, but you'll see it also lines up with what side it is. So here we go. This one goes in here. The two that you really got to be careful with are numbers 1 and 2, just simply because they keep numbers 3 and 4 in. So now we want to do number 2, which is the smaller of the two. You just pop it in again and put it in place. Number 1, very similar. Pop it in and snap it in place. Here's the inside of the robotic vacuum cleaner or robotic pool cleaner. Before we actually put the filter housing back in, we want to just go ahead and wash this out. Just get any of the material that might have escaped the filter. Just get it out of there. So just wash it out. Just basically just hose them out before you put the filter back in. And that's it. We're going to put the filter back in. And it goes right in like that. And there you have it, clean and ready to use another time. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.